Now let's move on to the next section. Dynamically generating SVG NFT on chain. Now randomly generate words on image. Till now we are just printing this epic Lord hamburger. Now we want to make a dynamic string in it. Now let's see how we can do it. We will create a three strings with few words. uh, Create a function random numbers. Okay, now just create it. Create a number, create a function, password random. So generating random number in a smart contract is widely known as difficult problem. Why? Well, think about a random number is generated normally. When you generate a random number normally in a program, it will take a bunch of different numbers from your computer source of randomness like speed of the fan, temperature, CPU, the time since you bought a computer, your internet speed, and tons of others that are difficult to you for control. It takes all these numbers that random and puts them together to algorithm that generates a random number that it feels is the best attempt to truly random number. Makes sense. On blockchain, there is nearly no source of randomness. It's deterministic, and everything in contract sees. Everything the contract sees, the public sees. So basically, in the smart contract, we have to do all the contract public, so everyone can see that how we can create a random number in smart contract. So it's a bit difficult to create a random number in smart contract. Okay, so now let's see what is what it is doing. Let's see, on blockchain there are nearly no source of random, deterministic, and everything that contract see the public see, because that someone could game the system by just looking at the smart contract, seeing what number serial it relies on the randomness, and then the person could game it if they wanted. So if the code is seen by everyone, then anyone can uh, add their randomness in the code. So now see how we can get a random number in it. What it's doing is taking two things: the actual first word and a simplified version of the token ID. I combined those in a string using ABI.encode packed, and then that combined string is what I use as a source of randomness. This isn't true randomness, but it's the best we go for now. So basically, to create a random number, we have just uh, concat do a string first word and then the token ID, and then encode it, and uh, then try to make it random. So let's see. There are other ways to generate a random number on the blockchain. Uh, we can use chain link for a random number, but Solidity doesn't natively give us anything label because it can't. All numbers our contract can access are public and never truly random. This can be a bit annoying for some application like ours here, in case no one is going to be attacking our tiny app, but I want you to know that all this when you are building a DApp that has millions of users. Okay, so make sure that you should use chainlink or any other secure method to create a randomness rather than just create a random string inside the contract, because everything is public and everyone can see the code and can access it. Okay, now creating a svg dynamically, check out the variable based svg on the contract. This looks well, basically the only place our svg is that ever changes in 3 word combo, right? So what we do is to create a base svg variable we can use over and over as we create a new ftp. Okay, so basically this is creating an svg with some random words. Okay, now let's see how we can do it. Okay, now just copy these 3 lines and paste them here inside your function. Create a function. So now just paste it here. Basically what we have to do is create a function that will going to return a random number, then we will put these random number first, second, third keywords here, and it will going to generate here. Okay, now let's see the code for the reference. Okay, there it is. We have now what we have to do is to copy this complete code and now paste it here. Okay, now see. How it works. Okay, so basically these three strings are created, then pick random first, pick random second, pick random third. uh, Three different functions are created, which are basically getting the random keyword, random word, and just return it. Now there you will get the first, second, and third keywords by calling these functions. Now let's combine the word and paste it here, and that will be your final SVG. That's base SVG string that we will going to combine it, combine word, and now the ending text, and there it is. Now it's creating in JSON format, and also encoded it and convert it to bytes, and make it base64 encode, and then just pass this from final token URI. So that's a bit complicated process, but you will easily understand once you see it. Now let's uh, see how we can change it. World is great, we are here, I am learning web 3 on buildspace. This uh, I'm not within the word where NFT tutorial of on chain okay. I have just put the strings in these three arrays, first word, second word, and third word. Now let's see. Now let's run it.